Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a love reading. Okay, so we'll start off with the Crimson Kiss Oracle. We'll hit the Angels and Aura and then a general tarot card. But let's crack on, shall we? So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, lovely to see you. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. So the first card out is Telephone. A message or a call from an old flame that comes out of nowhere. Okay. Seems to be a little bit of a theme. I might put these two readings up on the same day. It seems to work better when I do it. Okay, and so the Angel and Aura card is... You can't make this up. You saw me shuffle. Everything's okay. Big news. The universe is sending in some sort of communication. Reassurance, support, guidance, overseen. There's the big letter. Is it going to be airmail? I don't know if that's going to be literal. 444 could mean something here for someone as well. But there's definitely something about a communication coming in. You can't ignore the cards when they tell you that that's what's going to happen. Let's hit the tarot and see what messages want to come through. There are a couple of other decks that I can grab if required. So the first card out is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so fill your own heart, fill your own cup first is always my advice with this one. Make sure that you are, complete and you're doing things that you love doing, things that fill your cup up. There could be something coming in from the universe. Here comes the dove offering that token, which just adds to your already overflowing heart. But it's a new beginning. It could be romance. We are doing a love reading potentially here. I do think it is a love reading. So yeah, there could be a new beginning in love. Now, if it's someone, an old flame, then fantastic. Obviously you don't have to do all that getting to know each other the way that you would in a new romance. But I would always say it, make sure they're coming back correct and make sure your heart is filled. So, if it's been a while since you've seen this person or met them or spoke to them, you have every right to ask them what they've been up to and, how they've improved and what they've done to deal with any traumas, any hurts. But they also have the right to ask you that as well. So you need to be prepared to answer that as much as they should be prepared to answer that. Okay, so the next card out that came flying was the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so the seeds have been sown. The plant, you've put that hard work in. Like I say, half the hard work is done when it's someone coming back around, because you don't have to get to know them the way that you do with a new person. But it's also about waiting for that to harvest. So maybe this, although, an old flame doesn't mean that you were together for ages and then it ended really badly. It can just be someone you had a short connection with in some way, someone that just sort of sparks you in a certain way. It didn't have to have ended particularly nasty or anything. So yeah, give them a chance and have that chat with them. You're fine, you're supported, you're guided. I don't think this would be coming back round if it wasn't meant to, for whatever reason. It's a part of your soul's journey. So you've got the Nine of Cups. It could be something or someone that you got on really well with. Like I said, with the Nine of Cups, it's like that it's a wishing kind of energy. Okay, so you're wishing for that one cup that you don't need it but you would like it, because it takes you from the 9 to the 10. It takes you from being happy and perfectly fine, having all your cups in a row, to having sort of like the ultimate wish fulfillment, that longevity that comes in with the 10 of Cups, that ultimate wish fulfillment. So maybe it's something you've been wishing for, something you're like, I really did like whatever their name is, but they were only over here, or they'd only just moved and they were going off to college, or that something. I don't feel this is like a long-term relationship or anything that ended badly. Maybe you were just too young and dumb to make a go of it, and a couple of years have passed and now it's that wish fulfillment coming back. It's almost like you've kind of both wished your paths would cross again. You've got the Nine of Wands, okay, the Nine of Wounds. Yeah, I mean, you know, life happens, and you know, maybe there was a little bit of a wounding around the way you parted, but I think it's more like, if only, do you know, it was more of that sort of a feeling. But life can get you down. Life can beat you and batter you over the heads. I think you're coming back together at the right time as each other's reward. And the next card out is the Lovers. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I do apologise about the lighting. I'm still waiting on the ring light to come through. So you've got, because it's like, oh, it's actually like 5:20. I'm doing it like a later read. I normally do it about 1 o'clock. It's about 5 o'clock now. So so you got the lovely sun coming in through my west facing window. So you got the Lovers there. Okay. Yeah, true love, twin flames, soulmate connection. And a decision. I mean, maybe the person, if this is you or them, obviously I think the cards would suggest it's them making the phone call to you, or, you know, communicating with you. You know, there's a decision that's been made here, you know, almost like they've kind of gone, if I don't do it now, then there's no point. Like, I need to ring this person. I need to send that letter. I need to send that email. However, you know, it actually comes in. I don't think it really matters. But you got, okay, another 9. So we've got 9 on the table. 9 on the table. 4 9. Even 2 there. That card's the number 22 card. Okay, so yeah, it's you've stepped into your power. That's what that is. That's your pre-Empress vibe. It's being in control of your wants, your needs, your desires. It's, you know, it's the Venus card. It's your, yeah, it's what you want, you know. You're there kind of, you don't, like I say, it was like the same with this one where I said you don't need anyone, you want something. With the 9 of Pentacles, it's like that one more pentacle. You don't need it because you've got all your abundance here, and you've got, you know, you've got your hobbies, and you've got the things you love to do, and the nice clothes. You don't need that extra pentacle, but that extra pentacle just gives you that longevity, just gives you that stability, that true stability. It's not that you need it. And then you got coming out next is the Moon. So the Moon card is intuition. The Moon is all about intuition. It is the feminine of out the Sun and the Moon. It could be the path being shown to you. Excuse me. It could be the battle, the choice having to be made between the nature and the nurture. But again, a very spiritual card. I think something's being illuminated to you. And it's probably exactly how this person feels about you, because I don't think you truly know. I think they've kept themselves tucked away and hidden quite nicely, but I think it's because they've been working on whatever these wounds are. You've got the Emperor. Okay, so energy only, you know, gender not specific, but your Emperor could very well be knocking on your door, coming in. He's been through the battle, as you can see, with his armor underneath his clothes, but he's the King of Kings, so he's overcome any of these wounds that you know, and he's worked for each cup, he's worked for each pentacle. Yeah, so like I say, gender not specific, but it's definitely about making those power moves as well. He could be an Aries, he, she, gender non-specific. I'm just saying the card itself is an Aries card. Gemini over here as well, so you know, please take it as it resonates. Wow, I think we've got all the 9s. Okay, so 9s are the precipice. 0909, as I said that. You know, it's that last moment before the energy really shifts. One more sword, one more wand, one more cup, one more pentacle. But don't overthink this. This is that kind of anxious energy, this overthinking, this sleepless nights, going to sleep in a nightmare, waking up in a nightmare. But the 9s are all about the almost ending. Sorry, knocking the camera. The precipice. You're on the precipice. There's no doubt about it. You've got all the 9s, which is extremely rare. Extremely rare. I don't think I've ever had that. Let's take these two. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be someone you just haven't spoken to for a little while. Someone that's you know, or you felt like, you know, maybe there was a little bit of ghosting going on, or it was just kind of like, like I say, I don't think this was like a traumatic ending. It just, it ended for whatever reason. Like, I don't think this was like a massive argument and you stormed out. I think it just kind of faded away, but the feelings never did, just the actual situation did. And you got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a long time coming. This is maybe something that's been a long time in the making. The decision might have been made and they've just been trying to, let's take one more, you know, figure out the best way of coming in, or it's just from a long time ago. So this might not be something that only happened a couple of days ago. This is something that's been, like, there's been a lot of healing and a lot of getting to the precipice. Like I said, it's like just that one more thing, and to them, you are that one more thing. They've, you know, or you, to you, they are that one more thing. This is an interesting reading. Wow, all nines, amazing. The Chariot. I had a feeling I needed to take one more card. The Chariot. There's no stopping this. Cancer card, just for anyone, you know, stuck on the zodiacs. Or not stuck, but, you know, if that mean anything to anyone. Yeah, it's coming. There's no stopping it. It's on its way in. The Emperor drives the Chariot. It could be something to do with zodiac. I mean, he's covered in those stars. You know, the canopy of that chariot is stars, so it could be something about star signs or the moon. What are we now? We've just come into Leo season. We should be having, let me go check, hold on. Okay, just got my calendar because I need my calendar to reference. Okay, so today's the 17th. Next week on the 24th, we have got the new moon in Leo. Now, I done a reading, I don't think I can remember when it was, but it wasn't that long ago, where it was something about the new moon, about going into Leo season, we're not in Leo yet, but going into Leo season around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, there was something going on, that something was going to happen. There was going to be a union taking place. I'll see if I can link the video. I remember I was shuffling my tarot decks and I kept getting the Two of Cups come up. They come flying out when I was shuffling them, so I knew I had to get that reading out. I'll see if I can find it. I can't remember when I put it up. But there was something about the Two of Cups, and it was coming in. It was something about the moon, or the change of the zodiacs, and Leo was definitely it. Let me have a little look at when, what am I thinking? The Sun card, because that is the Leo card. Let's see what's before it and what's after it. Squeaky, there we are. There we are. Yeah. Okay, so the card before and the card after. So the card before is the Four of Pentacles, okay? And I'm just getting, hold on, hold on. The Sun, Leo card, okay? The happiest card in the deck, but Leo is something about this coming into this Leo season. And the new moon, it's coming back around again, that message. It needs to get out and someone needs to hear it. The Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, karmic, you know, good luck, growth, expansion. Something's coming in. It's coming in around the change of the zodiac, you know, the sun going into Leo. So I thought we were already in Leo. We're not. But we're a week away. So the cusp might be a little bit of a stretch. But we are very much approaching Leo season and coming out of Cancer and into Leo. So there's something about this new moon, this coming into Leo season, that there's this love coming in, this union, and it's clearly wanting to come out again, because as soon as, you know, I just got that vibe that the moon has something to do with it. The changing of the sun in the zodiac signs has got something to do with it. Hold on. because it's got something to do with the moon, I've grabbed the Moonology Messages Oracle deck, okay? We're going to close out this reading with this, but we are going to see what other messages want to come through, specifically for this reunion. That's something's happening around the time of the zodiacal change. Zodiacal change. I don't know how you pronounce that word. But there's something around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. I mean, you know, the energy's going to bleed over for a few days, no doubt about it. But there's something about this change of coming into Leo and this new moon in Leo. Let's see what messages want to come through for this union, this communication. The past, yeah, it's someone from the past, okay? There's definitely a healing of past energies, of a past romance, however, you know, long it lasted or however deep the connection was, but it's coming back. Process your feelings. Okay, yeah, maybe you don't know who this person is, because it could be a couple of people, it could be, or you just didn't know that that's how they felt about you. You are allowed to process these feelings when this energy comes back around. And the final one is meant to be. Okay, this union, oh, let me make it so you can see it. This union is meant to be. It is a twin flame soulmate union, that I've no doubt about. For whatever reason, you are not together, you know, life took you apart. There's been an awful lot of healing. You're on the precipice of these cycles ending. And the Wheel of Fortune would suggest that there's a big change coming, very karmic. You've weathered the storm and now you get to reunite. I'm going to leave it there and say, wow, this is for... I don't know who this is for. If this is for you, please pop a comment down below and let me know what happened, if this resonates with you, who it is you want to come back in. Otherwise, I'm just going to finish my usual way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.